Hello people, I am Jaby KOAY, joined by ACHARA KIRK.
What's up?
We're looking at the trailer to JAGAME THANDHIRAM, starring Dhanush and James Cosmo, as well as Aishwarya, Lekshmi, Kailayarasan, Joju George, and others.
Oh.
This is written and directed by Karthik Subbaraj.
Oh, very cool. This doesn't look good.
See, it didn't have to be like this. All you had to fucking do was what you were meant to do. You and me were like brothers. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Venkataraman. Tamilnadu? Tamilnadu தானே? தமிழ்நாடு மட்டும் தானே?
உண்மையா மட்டும் சொன்னா போதாது. அவங்களுக்கு புரியாத கதையாவும் சொல்லலாம்.
It's business. We don't need any more immigrants.
Ha, okay. Ooh.
Dumb.
What?
I definitely don't want that guy with having a gun in his hand.
எனக்கு என்னமோ நீங்க ஏதோ பெரிய தப்பு பண்றீங்கன்னு தோணுது.
தப்பு பண்ற அவ்வளவுதான். பெருசு சிறுசுன அளவெல்லாம் கிடையாது.
சோழர் பரம்பரையில் ஒரு லண்டன் தாதா.
I don't know that I understood it better than when I watched the teaser.
No, I was really hoping watching the trailer I was gonna understand a little bit more.
It got me excited all over again because stylistically it's awesome and I really like the cinematography. This shot looking at all the guys like this,
Yeah.
which kind of feels like something straight out of the Raid 2, which I know you haven't seen, but there's a moment kind of like this, but just the shot of pulling back and rack focusing between each guy, ready to have their fate decided for them, which is quite frightening. I mean, that's just a frightening moment, and you're seeing the look on all their faces, especially this guy here at the front. They're all scared, you know? And there's a lot of mystery built into these shots, which I think is pretty cool. This slow motion shot of him having this like homemade grenade or whatever that is.
Bomb.
Is pretty cool. The silhouette shots.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of dark. The movie itself just looks kind of dark, but with like moments of light, like that spotlight on her.
Yeah, this shaft of light coming in on her is very shadowy. It's kind of neo-noir.
Yeah.
But I think it's beautiful looking.
And then on him.
Yeah, there's this shot I'm trying to get to for some, there it is. So this silhouette shot is gorgeous. You have the little hints of red or whatever that is, burgundy, you know, in the background there, and then this really nice, beautiful blue-greenish light spotlight on him.
Yeah.
And you can't see his face yet, but you know who it is. Even though you know who it is, it still creates a sense of mystery about him.
It's almost like a hero shot as well.
Right.
You know, it's like when you introduce the hero and you can't really see them until they turn around and you're all like, oh, it's you, the hero of the movie.
This shot, introducing the bad guy, like you seeing his face for the first time in the trailer, the shafts of light, because it's like going through a window or something, and the little candles in the background. It's a lot of use of shadows, and there's the Ku Klux Klan thing in the background, which is really emphasizing his white superiority. It makes you all the more excited to see him taken down. Especially as an American, for me, I have a vehement rage against the Ku Klux Klan for obvious reasons, and so I'm very, very excited to see this guy get his ass kicked. I didn't even know there's Ku Klux Klan members in England. That's new information to me.
I wasn't aware, but sure, why not? They can travel.
I don't know if this was digital or not, but there was the shadow of the airplane going over.
Yeah, that shot was really nice.
This right here is very, very interesting because you're looking at a, for lack of a better word, it looks like a slum or, you know, a low, very, very low income area, while a plane, the shadow of a plane is going overhead. That is very symbolic of like the status.
The disparity.
The disparity. You know, the wealthy are way up there in the sky and the poor are way down here just trying to survive.
I hadn't thought about that, but yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that's what they intended, but that's what I'm getting out of it.
No, it's definitely a good thought, I think.
This right here feels very much like Tony Scott. Just how contrasty it is and the fire and whatnot. Like, I don't know what is going on here, but it looks horrifying. It's the children's merry-go-round.
Exactly, and it's just like really awful that's going on. You just kind of feel that visceral pain of, you know, loss.
Exactly. And I mean, you even saw someone in the background with their, like, running after their child, freaking out. It's like, oh, everyone's over here on the side and they're all like scared and whatnot. And this is very, very timely. It's set during Brexit, I guess. And, you know, there's a large group of people who believe Brexit is largely informed by racism. You know, it depends who you're talking to. You'll find people who are like, no, it's about this, that, and the third. And other people are like, no, it's clearly about racism. It's just,
yeah,
you know?
I mean, I think the whole racism angle is definitely a part of it.
I love these shadowy shots. I think like this right here, it's definitely got that blue-orange thing that you see a lot in Hollywood posters. Like, I'm trying to think of a good example off the top. Transformers is like the most obvious one, probably Bad Boys. Like, there's a lot of posters these days that use that very hard orange and blue look. I haven't seen it that often employed in movies, though, that I can recall, except for maybe Michael Bay. He's probably the kind that would use that. And here, it just looks really cool. It creates a very interesting mood and look, and I think some of these people have masks on, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in this movie. It's domestic terrorism in England is what it looks like.
Yeah, and I think it's about like maybe immigrants and maybe refugees as well. I'm not quite sure how Dhanush ends up there.
This moment right here where he goes super punch, bro.
Yeah.
I love this moment. I don't know why. There's something really cool about that. It feels very Robert Downey Jr. in how he's trying to handle the situation, kind of like Sherlock Holmes or something like that. It's like, okay, cool, whatever. All right, let's just, you know.
I like it as well because of the sense of humor, because I think leading up until that point, I wasn't sure if it was okay to laugh because everything that's happening in the trailer looks pretty serious. But then you have that moment and it really breaks the tension and lets us know like, okay, so tonally, there's gonna be some comedy, and I feel like that was a turning point in the trailer as well, because then it started to shift from just being all like dark and doom and gloom and then into more comedy moments. So you're like, oh, okay, this is the film that we're gonna watch.
I mean, you also have this one right here with the guy who's kind of goofy with the gun. Yeah. I thought it was, all around, this is just a fantastic trailer. And it feels like Snatch to me in the craziness of it. He's almost like, if Snatch was centered around the Brad Pitt character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, Mickey was a crazy character in that movie. Dhanush just seems like he's one of those guys that, I don't know, he's just living, he's flying by the seat of his pants. You know?
And he's extremely charismatic, but also unhinged as well. And you just never know what you're going to expect.
I think that's the word I'm looking for, is just he's totally unhinged, and that's what makes him so exciting and compelling to watch. Surali is a reckless gangster from Madurai who happens to get recruited by a London-based politically affluent gang leader, Peter, and his men to understand and break into the illegal underworld operations of the Civados and his gang, which is rising in power, taking control of illegal weapons and gold business of London. The fundamental theme of Surali is about a fight for what you can truly call home, seen from the perspective of three different characters. So, again,
interesting.
Snatch. I mean, Snatch was about, multiple perspectives of the same thing.
Sure. But I guess it's like maybe this time the angle is more about, immigration and where do you call home? If you move somewhere, is that your home or is your home where you came from? Maybe that's part of the theme.
Sure.
I am also really excited. I mean, obviously because it's Dhanush, and anything that he does, I just find captivating, like just him alone. I think he's a wonderful actor and I would watch anything that he's in.
Right.
And then also being directed by Karthik Subbaraj, I have enjoyed his work, not all of it, but even when I haven't really enjoyed it, it's always been something different and daring and just interesting. I'm just really curious to see what he's gonna do with this film because it already looks really good.
Yeah, to what you were saying, I thought Jigarthanda was a very interesting film, and Mercury was experimental. I thought conceptually it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't love it, but I really appreciated the idea. And I think I had a lot of positive things to say about PETA as well, which I watched with Aragorn. If you guys want to see the review that we did, that's on this channel if you want to look for that. So overall, I'm very, very excited about the film. Hopefully you guys are too. You can check out our other reviews for Dhanush starred films, and ACHARA KIRK is on the social media as well as our own YouTube channel. If you want to go over there, youtube.com/ACHARA. Subscribe, bell icon, all notifications, please. Check out our other reactions, reviews, short films, vlogs, and interviews. I'm Jaby KOAY. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.